with my history over many, many, many years. Most importantly, I just want to inspire readers to take these 5 steps so that they really do know their freedom in Christ. If you would have asked me 5 years ago if I was free in Christ and I had my identity in Christ, where I need to be able to confidently say yes. And I realized over the past couple of years I didn't. So this book is a journey of that.
So tell me a little bit about that journey, because you delve into your first marriage a little bit and how that maybe, I don't know if stifled is the right word, but how it had guardrails up for you that you didn't really feel fully connected. So how did you overcome that?
Thank you. I think this one I always like to share is that early in 2022, I would say my health was at an all-time low. I looked in the mirror and I didn't know who I was. What are you doing? Why are you here? What's going on? Like, I didn't feel like I had any identity, and I felt like I just felt very heavy in every way. And I went to a jewelry store. I happened to be shopping that weekend, and I went to a jewelry store and I looked at a heart-shaped necklace. And God clearly said to me, look at unconditional love. And I could sit here that necklace. I've never really been given a word or words for a year. Sometimes you hear people say that, oh, I got the word, this one, that one. But that was clear to me that year. And to go on a journey where you have unconditional love, look at how the Bible describes that. And I thought I was being led to look at, and I was in some ways, how I was unconditional. I thought, God, you're trying to teach me a lesson here. But what he revealed is the relationship that I had with my spouse at the time, and how that relationship was accountability. If I was being unconditionally trust, which then led to this whole journey of hating myself, because I can't change others. You can only look at yourself and how I can strengthen who I was.
And that's got to be kind of a hard thing to admit that there's a flaw in us in order to grow and develop and mature in our relationship with Christ.
Absolutely. And again, I would have confidently said I'm good, but I wasn't good, and it was evident. And my health, my physical health, my spiritual health, my mental health were not in a good place. And if you would have looked at me, you would have seen my physical health. And so I just write about how that's tied together and what God says about that, and how you have to be willing to look at these 5 things and be real to make sure that you're living in full identity.
It's interesting that you talk about that, because I remember I met you probably in 2021, 2022 as a client before I worked at WFRN, and you do seem like a completely different person. They're a little more vibrant or something. There's something about you. Okay, if people want to get this book, it's not out yet, but it's coming out in September?
September 1st, and I will be taking people's information to start letting them know when the book is out, as well as we have a Women's Alliance meeting coming up on September 22nd that we want to come. I'll be speaking at that meeting and kind of introducing my at that particular meeting.
If somebody wants to get on that list, they can email me, Shannon@WFRN.com, and we will make sure that you are kept in the loop as this book gets closer and closer. Shannon, thanks so much for reaching out and sharing your story. And Amy, we'll throw it back to you in the studio. Jonathan is going to go get me something cold.